Hello everybody, I am Bramman19. We're playing some more Supreme Lore 2020, the Fourth Reich, and during the downtime in between episodes, I went ahead and added a whole bunch of units, or excuse me, economic things like agricultural. I added up to 2,500, so we're looking at, how many did I just put in? About 486. Freshwater, I went in and brought it to 1,500, which is about 480 in construction apparently. That doesn't seem quite right. Water reclamation's out there. Never mind. Timber, I went out there and added up to 1,000. So there's 263 being made right now. And then petroleum, I went out there and did a whole bunch of gas fields and brought us up to 2,500. We have 644 in construction. So a couple of that. I did a few more electric facilities. Not very many on that end. Not enough to really talk about. But yeah, so we've got a lot going on. Hopefully we're going to make a big cut here into our unemployment, a big cut into our inflation here. Our negative inflation, that is, and then maybe we can actually start rising. I'm hoping that maybe I went over what I needed so that I could go in there and just start mopping up the floor through Africa and Central America to get to the US. If I can get to the US, they have everything I need and more. So it'd be a good idea to go ahead and take them on, right? They have all their units are scattered, so we need to have a huge group of forces right before we take Mexico. Just ready to kind of get up in here and just sit on the border for a while and let them just throw themselves at us. That's how you beat the US, by the way. If you're ever having a hard time with that, just sit back and let the US throw themselves at you and just fight from defensive positions like right here on the border. You know, behind the river and stuff like that, and just hope they don't destroy any of the bridges. Luckily, there are more ways into the US than just over bridges, so yeah. Like right here, there's a bridge. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bridges there. But right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 border crossings in the west that you don't have to worry about that. Not to mention that's a huge long border anyway. But yeah, so now we just kind of have to wait it out just a little bit, just get our money back up. We are spending a ton of money in our trade, primarily because we need to get these industrial goods. Right here in electric power, that's where we're losing all of our money. Timber's already up and above, but I guess that's only like a one-day tick type deal. I think uranium is also up and above, so that's good. I'm glad to see some of these things are kicking off. So I need to start kind of getting an idea about where I'm going to go and pick on next. Obviously, like Panama is in there. Also down here somewhere, like this side of Africa, I really would love to have, just because if I have West Africa, it's easier to get over here via boat or plane or whatever I need to do to ferry units across. Even though I don't want to be ferrying any units across until I'm done with all this, but hey, we'll wait it out a little bit. Alright, so let's see. Got lots of things being constructed and completed. Goods facilities primarily. That's good because goods cost so much money. Look at our capacity. Our capacity is 1,726,000. Our production's 1,471,000. Our demand's just less than 1 million. So we should be making tons of money on that, and we are actually. Take a look. That's offsetting our electric power need. Not our industrial need. Our petroleum's working on that part. It's getting the agriculture and fresh water done, and part of that industrial, and the rest of it's just trying to catch up. Alright, so trying to make a decision here. I would really love to open up my research again. There's some really cool things coming along. Let me see if I can find it. It might be in science. No, we've seen it before. I've talked about it a little bit. Fusion. Oh, it's not there. It's not in society. Maybe I've already got it added. It's just waiting to get there. Yeah, cold fusion and fusion power. There's also this energy conservation, which population timber use will go down, petrol use will go down. Immunizations, oh, that'd be great to have too. Spinal regeneration. Some of these things are pretty cool. Nano assembly, nano antitoxins and vaccines. Yeah, some of this stuff is pretty awesome. I wish they would tie it to like a certain year though, so that you couldn't even get it like instead of tech levels, you'd had like technology years. That way I know how far in the future they expect this sort of stuff to come along. It'd be cool to know. Alright, let's go ahead and turn back on a map mode. Turn back on supply map. There we go. Yeah, there's all kinds of different map modes. We can take a look at them real quick. Since we're waiting, here is map supply overlay. It tells you where all the supply is running. It's always best to have that one up. There's also map line of sight, which in this case we know if like a normal game we wouldn't be able to see all of Panama. We'd be able to see here along the border, and that was it. The reason I have that turned on is because I have that setting turned off in the options menu is because, well, at this day and age we have satellites and all that. We kind of know where everything is. There's very little that's going to be getting hidden from people like Germany. Now, if I was playing, say, a South Africa or, you know, a Democratic Republic of Congo or Kenya or somebody like that, they don't have that kind of ability. They can't see everywhere because they don't have satellites everywhere. So in that case, I would play with line of sight turned on. Anyways, ownership. This is just kind of telling you who owns the land. Obviously, I own all of this. Panama owns that. It's the same as supply, really. Supply just shows a little bit heavier, you know, where the supply is actually running. Then there's map loyalty. Now, this right here is a good way to tell how many nations you've taken over, because it's based by the loyalty of the hex, or these little pieces right here. So obviously here's Venezuela. We own it, but it's like if anything were to possibly happen where they could go back to, you know, hating or wanting to do something else, they could run back to being that power again. They turn that off in the game for some reason, so it comes along later in Ultimate and stuff like that where loyalty is actually a factor. But yeah, we'll see that later on when I start playing those games. We also have garrison overlay. It tells you kind of a heat layout of garrisons and where they're at. I can come up here and you can kind of see where garrisons, you know, it gets the red gets darker or brighter, I should say, instead of duller when we start adding more garrisons in place. That kind of gives you an idea about where garrisons are for each nation. Like I can see where garrisons are in Panama. Then we come over here to terrain. There's high ground. Look at that. You can see where the harder to fight areas are based off just high ground and stuff. I also can go in here and see close combat, where fighting would be closer than average. Let's see there, you can take a good look. Let's see, defensive terrain. Yep, right here, like these cities are the best defensive terrain to fight in. Now, if you fight out here, everybody's fighting like 1v1. Then they get a little bit of bonus for defending here. And with me, if I was attacking. And then in the city, they get a heck of a lot. That's why cities are so important to hold and to garrison and put a defense in. You can overcome that with the infantry like I normally do. Like right here with all those special forces. Water location just kind of tells you where all the rivers are and stuff like that. Sometimes you can build on it, sometimes you can't. It's just the way it goes. And then there's a map grid so you can see the actual hexes gridded out. I don't like playing with that on. Alright, so let's turn these on. Yeah, we can keep that on. That's no big deal to have line of sight. Alrighty then, well, that was just a nice little tour of all of our map interfaces while we were waiting on some stuff to get done. We are building close to 9.2 billion worth of things right now. Our money isn't going up, nor is it really going down over time. So that's always good to know. Quite a few things got done there. Industrial complexes are starting to finish up, so we should see that drop. I think it's about time that we go ahead and start a war here in Panama. Then I'll go ahead and initiate a war over here. I would love to war Nigeria, but I think instead I'm going to go after Mali. There we go. And the reason why I went after Mali instead of, you know, say Nigeria or something like that, is really just because I want to get in there and break down further into Western Africa. Alright, we're sending those guys down. Is there anybody else I could really war and just get it over with? I guess Georgia would be good. There's also Tajikistan out here in the middle of nowhere. I would love to go. Let me look at this. Hold on. How many men do I have sitting here? Quite a few. Let's go after Ireland. Let's just see how that goes. And I'll keep an eye on this war more than anything. Okay, we'll send these guys down here. A huge garrison force right here for these XAVs. These guys can't get across. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way the game's working. Oh, looks like we might actually have a hard time. My recon units are already falling back. Yeah, Ireland's had a chance to really build up their forces. Let me see, do I have anything over here? Lots of frigates. Do I have any, like, Air Force abilities? Ooh, I do have a Spezart. Let me see this. I don't think they have anything I need to worry about. We'll send this guy here. It's okay if we get overrun. We're getting ready to come back with a vengeance.
Reinforcements.
Let's go ahead and send these guys up here too. I want to send these guys over here. Look at that, these guys are still trying. It's just not going to work out. Okay, let's send this guy down here. Let's send this guy over here. We're going to kind of... What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up re-attacking from down here. Okay, here he comes. Let's... What is that? That's got to be a Challenger 2. It looks like a Challenger, don't it? The British main assault tank. Okay, where's this guy at? Has he already sailed around? Oh, there he is. Okay. I want him actually right here. Oh, here we go. Get ready. Go ahead and take out these units. Go ahead, shoot up them, shoot up those guys. Go ahead and start hitting these units. There you go. Keep destroying them. I have an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just attack down here. I'll have a barracks, I'll have sea pier, I'll be far away from their capital and all these units that went up here. In the meantime, I need to take all these guys. Yeah, 113 I think is plenty. Entrench them here. I wish there was a better sea pier in here somewhere, but there's not. Okay. Here comes this guy. Yep, come right here. There you go, that's where I want you. Now down here, we'll take a look. Nobody's done anything. Surprise. Okay. Just send these guys in there. Down here, we're kind of playing around with them a little bit. Playing around. Actually, we're playing more with the fact that supply is bad. Alright, let's send this guy down here to kind of help. I want to play with their supply and actually take a spot they would need to have to care about. Let's take this. Take that, and then that should suck up all their supply in the region. Up here, at least. Alright, that looks good. We'll see about up here. Here we are waiting. Let's take all of these guys. We're going to load into Hugh. And then we're going to come right here and entrench. Take all these guys across to here. Let's send these guys a little bit closer. Oh, they can hit us from there. There we go. Alright. Yeah, let's just bombard that guy. While sending this guy across. Hopefully we'll get this guy to run. Yep, there he goes. Move 2. It's gonna be slow. Uh-oh, there's a patrol boat up there. There we go, we're already got him under attack. And he's dead. Okay, hopefully they don't move any units here too quickly. I can get in there, get out. Unload. Oh, they destroyed the ship, though. No, 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 no. Come here. Ah, they've destroyed the ship, so that's not good. I didn't think they'd have anything sitting here waiting on us. Come on, just push in here. Push in here. Okay, that's gonna fail. We destroyed a bunch of their units, though, and now we're bombarding them. That was pretty ruthless. I probably should have transported some men across or something before I started that war. Let's see. What do I have here? More units I can send up here. He must be, yep, he is out of ammo. Okay, yeah, he's gonna turn up there like he's needing to repair. He'll come out in just a second. Where do I have any more? Or do I have any more? Nope, that's a frigates, subs. Oh, okay. Where are you at? I know I've got some more over here. Another frigate. Let's see. I'm just going to where all of my sea piers are that could have made ships. These guys are carriers. They should be able to carry them across. I know they can. I don't. After that whole foray of trying to get down to Venezuela, that was just very annoying. All right, let's go. Let's go into this right here. Scroll to the bottom. Yeah, I got so many Spez arts. I have no clue where they all are, though. All right, here's one over there, down there, same place. All those are in the same spot. Okay, here goes my type. The ones that were working on the Asian areas. There's another one down here. Okay, there's one. Send this guy up here. Another one, another one, another one, another one. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're in the wrong area. So are you. How are you built way up here? I swear. Yeah, we're just gonna send both of these guys all the way over here. I don't care. Alright, there should be 3 that's gonna end up helping. Let's take a look here. I got tons of units working on this. Let's see, how's Mali going? Well, these guys are just kind of rolling through and hitting guys who are unable to attack back because of supply problems. Oh, these guys over here actually don't have supply problems. They're mine. Come on over here. Let's come take out this T-55. Okay, hit that recon. There's a T-55 right there. Yep, there goes the T-55 dead. Well, let's at least knock out Panama on this one. We don't have a whole lot of units on this side, obviously. They're all back over here. Well, let's send them up in this direction. Send them to there. They should all come streaming up.
We need reinforcements.
There we go. Starting to break into the Panama barracks area. So this is obviously teaching me I'm going to need all these. I'm going to need a lot more units to take on all this stuff. The U.S. is not going to fall over with what I have right now. Even though we probably could wreck the U.S. economy if they ended up start pushing too far. Okay, let's push through here. Come on, break through their capital. What's going on over here in Mali again? Let's see, there are lots of tanks in this group, but nobody's really making the gains I want them to. Alright, let's try to push over here.
We took their capital.
There we go, take that. Oh, we obviously got Panama's capital. We are sitting on this bridge. I do not want this bridge destroyed. So you best not end up losing this bridge. Go ahead, push across. Let's go. Alright, we'll set these guys up to Cologne. Maybe we can push a border crossing there.
We took their capital.
Their new capital is taken. We're going to keep on going. There's another spot. They're going to move up here to David. Alright, there we go. We're pushing on David now. Plenty of units in that involved in that battle. Let's push these guys down here. Just to make sure we have supply running up for us. There we go. Looks good. Now then, there we go. David's done. Now we gotta go after Cologne and finish it there. And come on, finish it right there. There we go. Alright. Now Panama's mine. The canal is now mine as well, so I can get ships back and forth if I wanted to. Obviously I don't need to do that right now. Yeah, so that's all really good there. We'll go ahead and put all these guys into repair mode. Went a little too far there. Let's get all these guys right here into repair mode. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to end this one right here. I know we kind of jacked up here at Ireland for right now, but shouldn't be too hard. I'll get a couple of these units to roll around and give me exactly what I need. Let's see, all these guys, come right here. So what we'll end up doing is having all these guys getting ready to just bombard the crap out of the shore. Get all these guys to run away, maybe destroy a few, I don't know. That might work, but alright guys, I want to say I appreciate y'all so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.